What is up there, SEO pros? How you guys doing today? All right, so today what we're doing is we're doing category siloing, and what that is it's getting page influence passed or link influence passed to the most important pages on your site, so Google can better understand what those pages are, and so you can also pass link influence to those other important pages and rank them higher. So I actually created a recipe for you guys so you can see how to do this. So this is what you're going to need for the recipe. You're going to need one WordPress site or any sort of CMS. Can be other sites like Squarespace if you want to use that. Can really be anything, but it's just easier to use WordPress because that's what we're going to be using today. Next, you're going to need at least one category set up. You don't have to have multiple categories to do this. We're going to be working on multiple categories, but you're going to want at least one category. Third, you're going to want your Yoast SEO plugin or whatever plugin you use. I use Yoast. That's completely up to you. But some SEO plugin. And then 4, you're going to want at least 1 to 3 posts for the silos. Cool. So I will leave these in the description as well, along with the description for what this actually means. So I'm going to move this on over. Move it on over. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to my website. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I already started on. So you can see on the home page, this is the basic link style that I started. And when you look at link styles, if you don't know what they mean, it's basically looking like at a pyramid. So the top of your pyramid has like your home page, your about page, your contact page, your service pages, and then those are going to be linking to your other pages. So you can see the home page right here is linking to my other important pages, which are further down on the pyramid because of course at the top of the pyramid is the home page. So these pages are the about page, the blog page. So this is the blog, and then the blog's going to be wanting to link to the pages within the blog as well. We haven't set that up yet, but that's something that we're going to want to do. So if we go into the blog and we start looking at some of the categories I already started doing the silos on, we can look into the video tutorials. You'll see I started setting these ones up here. So here Chase Renner shares video tutorials about SEO for different topics like local SEO, national SEO, and then these are the silos going to the other important pages. So how do you figure out what are your important pages? Now that's for you to decide, and that depends on what you do your keyword research on, what your site's already ranking for. But one of the best ways to do this after already having your site around for a while with Search Console is you can log straight into Search Console like this. And we'll go into the website right here. And we'll look at the analytics from Search Console. We'll go to impressions, click-throughs, and positions, and we can sort by longer than 90 days, but this site hasn't been around for that long, so doesn't matter too much. And then the next thing that we're going to do, and this is what you can do, is you can see the different queries you're getting clicks for. So for instance, YouTube SEO 2017, I can look at this and say, okay, there's 9 clicks here, 85 impressions with the average position of 11. So if we actually look for that and make sure that's true, because you always want to verify this because you don't know if this position dropped off. And you can actually click on this and see just by sorting by position if it's on the map right now. And it looks like it is. I'm not on the actual map, not like Google Maps, but like on the search results. And so it looks like it is, but you'll see at other spots it showed up and then it dropped off. So why would we create link silos if it's dropping off, it's not there anymore? You can still go for it, but chances are you're going to want to go for the keywords that you're already showing some sort of traffic and or ranking potential for. So if we go back to the queries by going to the click right here and do reset top queries, and then we go by clicks, impressions, and click-throughs again, we can scroll back down here and see YouTube SEO. Now I like to double check this and just go ahead and do a Control-Shift-N, go into incognito mode, and then look that up, YouTube SEO 2017, and make sure that that's actually a thing. So we'll scroll down. Looks like I have that video there. I have that there. Moz is really messing me up, so I'm going to turn that off. And then if we keep scrolling, wow, there's a lot of videos. So of course it's going to be a lot of videos because there is the videos for YouTube, right? And then right about there we are. So that's something that we might want to try to improve our rankings for, because if we get that first position result, we could really start getting some traffic for that, even though that's the video right there that's ranking. So one thing to consider, you don't necessarily have to do it like that. we might find that there's a higher ROI for doing something like SEO tutorial 2017. So we'll click into here. We'll see that the position is here, but it's slowly going down over time. Now that might be because of the bad user metrics on this page. So if we go to just sort by impressions and click-throughs, looks like there's a 7.8% click-through, which is pretty high. So mainly probably just getting the links going and doing some link silos on this page, and this would probably be one that would really start to see an improvement pretty fast. Is my chat set up? Are you guys talking? Oh, you guys are. I don't know why that's not showing up. Hold on. Let me fix that for you guys because I don't know what's going on there. Go grab that. Bring this into here. And we'll put this into the oh, that's why, because I didn't have it enabled. Sorry about that. All right, we got a couple people pulling all-nighter, huh, Chase? And every day is an all-nighter, or every night, all day. Digital Swati says hi. What's up? Sharat says yo. Ryan says I'm a simple man. When I see Chase's videos, I immediately hit like. Christopher says working late, buddy. Too much energy for late work. LOL. Yeah, so you got to get on that young grind. You know, you got to get on that hustle. Okay, so. SEO tutorial 2017. So we're going to do the same incognito search. I used to call it incog burrito. I don't know why. And then we'll scroll down and we'll see if we can find it on the first page. Doesn't look like it. So it was on the first page at one point. And then we'll keep scrolling. And there it is. So we know that this is definitely a page we probably want to link to. The other thing is that the link styles aren't the only thing that matter. Also the content, and you'll see that this is probably ranking a lot better than most of the content because it's not thin content. So that's really big. So we'll do a link to it, why not? So we'll do that one. And the way we can actually add to that is say, so instead of saying this stuff, we could also say an SEO tutorials for beginners. So we'll edit this category. And then this is the intro. So the intros are really easy. You just have to explain what's in these what you're talking about. So you can literally just list like the different topics from the video. So you can do a side-by-side comparison by grabbing this, doing like a Windows key and then to a right. Oh, if you don't have a Windows, then I don't know what to tell you, but you can just drag it over if you have a Mac too, I think. And so you'll see here we got SEO instructions. So here Chase Reiner shares video tutorials about SEO for different topics, and we actually probably want to bold this video tutorials because that's the main topic of this category that we're trying to rank for. About SEO for different topics like local SEO, national SEO, keyword research, ranking and renting, SEO instructions for SEO, implementation. So like I said, you can literally just use these other things that you've done already as descriptions, and then you get more content in there, and then you can start doing the siloing to the most important pages. WordPress, SEO, and this is helpful for users too, because then they know what to look at. I mean, look for instead of scrolling through all of this. Let's see, client SEO. We'll try. We'll do implementation, training, whoops, SEO for clients, WordPress SEO, WordPress optimization, WordPress SEO, I guess. We'll do advice, training. I'm just trying to get as much in there as possible. And then and interviews. Actually, that's in another category, so we'll take that out because I actually had to split these categories up. So WordPress SEO, and then we'll say and SEO for beginners, which was, what was that? Was that the, no, SEO tutorials for beginners, wasn't it? We're just going to take the exact anchor text for that from that. So I think it was SEO tutorial 2017. And then we'll just say SEO tutorials for beginners. Boom. So you don't have to add more than that. You can if you want, but it's really important to fill out these category link silos, because if you don't do that, you're going to really miss out on the opportunity to be able to really show Google like what pages should be ranking. Let me find that really quick. It was to SEO tutorial. There it is. And that's a lot of links. That's like 4 links. I think you can get away with it though, because like let's look at what Yoast does. I always use Yoast to kind of like compare my stuff. So we'll go to WordPress. They're doing 2 there. Let's try here. They're doing like 5 there. They're doing like 6 there. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do for now for this category description. I could fill it out even more. I'm not going to bore you guys with trying to figure out what that category description would actually be, because that's going to take a while for me to actually figure out. But just as a basic way to get started, you can see that this is a lot better right here than what I had before, which was just completely blank. Okay, so next what you're going to want to do is do the other categories. So one of the things that will probably change in the future, that might change in the future, is the fact that you're going to have a bunch of categories, right? Your categories may not stay the way they are. Like for instance, SEO video tutorials, that's pretty broad, and you don't want your categories to look too established in one category and not in the others. And I'll explain what that means. So if you look at my homepage on my Power Mapper, which I'll zoom in for this so you guys can see this. This is actually a tool. I showed you guys this briefly in my other video, but basically what this tool does is it does a map of your entire site. So you can see this is the top of the pyramid, and then these are the other pages that are further down in the pyramid, a lot of the categories and so on. So why this is important to look at is because, one, you can easily see if there's things that are 404ing, if there's PDFs in certain places. Like for instance, this is a not found error, so I want to go and fix that. But more importantly, you can actually see how evenly distributed these pages are. So if we look at the blog, you'll see for the actual blog, there's a lot of content. That looks about right. But then if we look at the SEO video tutorials, this is a huge amount of content in comparison to everywhere else on the site in terms of categories. You don't really want that happening. So what I'm going to end up having to do is splitting up this content into different segments. So like for instance, SEO implementation, if I'm doing a lot of these videos for implementation and they're all in the video tutorial section, I should create a separate category and start putting those into that category, because you don't want to have too many different categories that are uneven. So it's kind of hard to balance between that and like if you're also using tags, which I wouldn't recommend. But you can kind of look at like sites that are doing it right, like Yoast. You'll see that they'll use their categories as very like general things like content SEO, WordPress, technical SEO. And then what they'll do is they'll actually further break these things up into tags, which is a whole nother deal that like I said, I would not try to get too much into. So what you do is, in that case, say for instance, you want to switch this out of here. What you're actually going to want to do is get some sort of automatic redirector, and Yoast Premium does cover this. So like if you get Yoast Premium, it's kind of nice, because if you switch this, like for instance, say I created another category, say I created SEO implementation as a category, I could switch this URL by just changing this, and then Yoast would automatically redirect this URL to the new URL. So anytime you're adding these new links over, it'll just do automatic redirects, which is really nice. Either way, if you're not there yet, I'm just kind of telling you what might have to happen in the future. So if you do actually end up doing the linking, which is another reason why I forgot to say this, you don't necessarily want to be doing absolute linking, I think. So if we go in here and we don't delete that, and we just link to the last part of this, I'm wondering if it'll actually just do relative linking in the site, so that if we do change the path in the future, we don't have to go through and redo all the 301 redirects in the linking structure. So let's try it out. We'll do this. Oh gosh, is it gonna do it for me? Gosh, I can't even, I don't know why it's, okay, here we go. Cancel, boom. Aha, got you. Got you now. Boom. Try it now. Okay, we're gonna open this link, see what happens. So that's a redirect. So that's still linking to a redirect, I believe. Let me see. Let's click on the Moz bar, go in here, 301, yeah. So, I mean, I guess there's really no way through it. I mean, like, you can't do much about it. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't know what I'm saying, is that if you redo the architecture for these different categories and you start switching them over and you say you have a bunch of link styles going on, you're going to have to fix all of those 301s that you're linking to. So like, for instance, this would be a different category. So you'd have to change that because you don't want to be linking to a bunch of 301s on your site. So that's something where I don't know how to further automate that, but there might be a way around it. I mean, one of the best ways is just to get your site architecture right off the bat and not have to build out additional categories. But in most cases, you're probably going to want to build out additional categories as you go. Hold on, we got some comments, I think. Nope, no, we don't. I am a loser. All right, so I'm going to go back to update this, and then I'm going to go. Oh, yeah, the other thing is make sure that you are doing some SEO on your actual blog post, or sorry, category pages, because you can actually SEO these category pages in Yoast. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to categories. And we're going to go to what has the next most count, just by sorting like this. So SEO video tutorials, you'll see has 36. And generally, you want to start splitting them up if any category doubles any of the other categories. So I'm long overdue for that. So for this one, we're just going to do the same thing that we did in the other one, except actually in the SEO 2017 complete guide. What I think I'm actually going to do with this is, let me see this. Let me click over here. Grab this, boom. I'm going to grab this site URL. Oh, I guess I'm just going to go over here. Where'd it go? SEO 2017 complete guide. Boom. And so all of these posts are very similar, so I'm wondering if they're showing up as duplicate content. So what you can actually do is something called SiteLiner, which will show you whether or not your site has duplicate content on it. So if I go in here, I plug in my site, it should show me whether or not these are being picked up as duplicate content in my site. Might take a second. But while it's doing that, we can observe this from our own point of view. And what I'm seeing is that this is pretty much the same as these. So I'm wondering if I should either point canonicals from these pages or just start doing 301s. One of the ways that you can actually check whether or not you should be doing this is to go back into Search Console and start plugging in these pages and see if any of them are actually getting traffic or positions or rankings, whatever you want to call it. So we'll go in back into here. We'll go to Search Analytics. We'll filter by impressions, click-throughs, and positions, and go by the last 90 days, like usual. So what we can do is we can filter by pages, and this will actually show us the pages that are ranking. So the home page is ranking. SEO 2017 is ranking, apparently. Let's check in on that. So it was ranking, which was that post that I had, but then we changed the URL. So this is not applicable anymore because it's not the same URL. But it'll show up as a different URL as we keep scrolling. It just has the most historical clicks because of the historic past on Search Console. After 90 days, that'll clear up. In here, we'll see blog, SEO, video tutorials, rank and rent. So this was a very popular page, apparently, that's been getting actually a lot of clicks. So if we click in here, and then we actually go by queries, which is unrelated to what we're talking about over here, you'll see rank and rent. I'm in position 26 for that. So let's go and check if that's true. But that's on average. We don't know. If we go back, looks like for all queries, average position 22. So that might be right. Where did it go? Where did it go? Did I really just lose it? Okay, well, I'm opening up a new tab. Rank and rent. Boom, boom. Somebody just asked me a question. What was it? What theme is that? It's called the X theme. Why did I just look up my own video? Okay, rank and rent. So of course we're not gonna be on the first page. This is interesting. Broken links right here, I think. These broken? Where'd it go? We'll check with Moz if that's a broken link. I really do need to go over broken link building, because there are some cool things you can do with that. Oh, well, I'll get out of there. I have so much ADD, it's not even funny. So let's keep going. Not on the second page. This is where I would be. Yeah, rank and rent tutorial. So, I mean, just simply by filling out this information, could definitely get more clicks for that. So that's probably something we're going to want to do. Either way, sorry, let me go back to what we were actually looking at, which was looking and seeing if any of those pages are actually getting clicks. So all we'd have to do is just sort by the category, which was filter URLs containing / what was it? SEO 2017 complete guide. So you can see that none of these are getting traffic or rankings because they're probably considered duplicate content from that main page. Wait, why can't I see this? Hold on, reset. I'll just filter like this, SEO 2017. So blog, SEO 2017, SEO strategy, Google AdWords. So actually maybe some of them are, but it's really just that main page, the SEO strategy one. So, except for that schema markup one too though. So that's kind of one of those iffy situations where that's the reason why I did is I broke it up into multiple pages so I could get multiple rankings. But in the long term, I mean, is it a good idea? Because there's, you know, duplicate content issues. I think it's probably not a good idea. Mainly because they're not really providing a lot of value. So I'm just going to end up 301ing these, and I'll show you how easy this is to do. You can just delete these. So what we'll do is we'll move this to trash. And then what will happen is when we move it to the trash, I don't know if it's Yoast or if it's the other plugin I have, but one of them will actually do the redirect, offer a redirect for me. I don't know why this is taking so long. Trying to find the duplicate. Oh, here it is. So SEO video tutorials. Of course, these are considered duplicate content because they're paginated pages. Yeah, so I think some of the social media ones are a little duplicate too. I mean, ideally you want to have all of your posts look as distinct as possible, but the problem is because for me, like personally, all of the videos I do, I just republish them on the site without doing content breakdowns first, which is why I started doing content breakdowns like in my videos beforehand. Okay, so here you go. You can make it a 410 or you can redirect it to another URL. So I'm going to redirect this to that main URL. So let me cancel. Go into the actual URL, which is right here. Grab that, and then I'm just going to redirect all of them to the main URL. Boom. So then we're just going to do the same thing with the other ones too. So we'll go back. We'll refresh since that other one's gone. Should be gone. Yep. And then we're just going to open up all of these. Let me cancel out of here, cancel out of here, cancel out of there. We'll open that one, oops. Open that one, open that one. This one. I'm probably just going to make this its own. I'm probably just, I don't know what I would do with this main cornerstone content. I'd probably just put it part of the main SEO video tutorials. Or I might even have it as its own tab since it's like cornerstone content, which means it's just really important content. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to edit post by going, oops, sorry, in here, edit post, edit post, edit post, edit post, edit post. You can probably do this bulk also with the actual tool in the bulk editor tool in whatchamacallit in WordPress, but it's not that big of a deal just to press the trash can button, which I don't know where it went. There it is. Wait, where was it? There it is. Move to trash. 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 Christopher Risme says Link Mapper was the plugin you mentioned. Yeah, Power Mapper. Dean Baller says thank you. You're welcome. WebMex says, dang, I missed it. What'd you miss? I'm right here. Christopher says, did you buy Power Mapper? It's pretty pricey. No, I'm still in the free trial. Digital says, which plugin are you using to redirect? So this is Yoast Premium that lets you do the automatic redirects. So I'm going to redirect this. Boom. Redirect. Boom. Redirect. Boom. Redirect. Boom. That's what's so nice about the Yoast plugin, is it just lets you redirect like immediately without you needing to go and do it yourself. So cancel, 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 cancel. So now we have all of these gone with just this post, which I'm just going to move to the main menu now. And I'm just going to go appearance, menus, boom, until we maybe have a different category for this, but it's cornerstone content, like I said, so I'm just going to go custom link, grab that link, and then call it complete guide. Boom, add to menu. I'm going to put that right at the top next to about, or actually I even put it right there. And then we'll move it out of this category. We'll just go into the category and remove it. We'll probably want to do the same thing with the other categories and end up fixing the other categories as well. Like in terms of the ones that are doing something similar. Because you really want to get rid of your thin content as much as possible. Like, honestly, what you can start doing is start like making content that's like series posts and then start combining it into like a skyscraper post like I did. But it's a lot of time that goes into it is the only thing. So I'm going to get that, delete that. Boom. And then you'll see I'm doing the same thing with the local SEO guide over here. So if I go in here, and I go to view, same thing, except this one's not really complete at all. So that's another thing that I'm going to want to consider. But all these are pointing canonical tags at this anyways, so I might as well just do the 301s. So we'll do that. So I'll cancel out of here, cancel out of here, cancel out of here. And this is the kind of stuff that you guys should think about when you're like actually doing SEO. Like, are the posts on your site actually providing any value besides, like, if all of these were like completely different from the main mega post, then it would be good. But if you don't have the time to do all the different separate content breakdowns and you end up just having all of this super thin content on your site that's not providing any value, it's not going to help you at all. So I'm going to edit post. edit post, edit post, edit post, edit post, edit post, edit post, and then I'm going to grab that main one here, which I have to continue to fill out. Oops. Let's make sure that this is the same. Yeah, it looks like it is. So we're just going to delete, move to trash, 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 move to trash. Christopher says, just looking at Yoast Premium, did you get internal linking figured out? Is it multiple keywords something that works well? I see Yoast does the OG data, but it says it's not good. Yeah, so for the OG data, I wouldn't get Yoast Premium. And for the internal linking, I probably wouldn't get Yoast Premium. The only reason I would get Yoast Premium is to do the automatic redirections, really. Although there might be another tool for that too. So the internal linking is kind of cool, and I got it to work, but it's just not really like where it needs to be, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so next we're going to grab that same URL here. Boom. I'm just going to say local guide. Then I'll probably end up doing like content breakdowns for those as well. So save. Okay. Just do these couple other redirects, and then we're going to go back to the category. I just didn't want to continue the category optimization while we were doing that. And honestly, I'll probably do the category optimization on my own, like for the further ones, because you guys kind of already get the point of it. But hopefully that was good information for you guys, and that you guys start benefiting from doing your own category optimizations and siloing. Because really, like I said, it's very overlooked, like the power that actually that you can have by doing these link silos in the category pages. Mainly because you can start really passing some serious signals to Google saying, hey, look, this is what this page is about, and these are the other important pages, because these categories are hopefully going to be linked to as well a lot, and then you're also going to be able to rank for those categories as well. So until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.